Everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching me from. I'm so happy to have you on my channel. My name is Janet. If it's your first time of seeing my face, and here on this channel I share with you different opportunities to different countries. So on a daily basis I come here to share different opportunities with you, most specifically work opportunities, visa sponsored opportunities, as well as scholarships to different countries. So if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do well to subscribe, and I pray that God bless you as you do so. So today I have a very exciting opportunity I want to bring to your notice. Again, it's for UK. So if you have been wanting to move to the UK and you've been struggling, you don't know how to, maybe you have different rejections, or different people have scammed you and all. I have an exciting opportunity that you can explore. Who knows, this time around it might come out positively. All right, so and like I always encourage, please always back everything up with prayer. We can't do things on our own. We will need the power of and the presence of God in all that we do. Please always involve God in everything you do, and it will surely bring them to pass. So I assure you that. So thank you so much for staying. So let's make this brief. All right, I will show you. I'll take you to this, I'll share my screen with you. We'll go through it, and then you can always go in my description box, description box to this video, and click on the link for you to also make your own research, read more about it. And if you are ready and you see that you qualify, please go ahead and submit your application. All right, so it's the Global Talent Visa for UK. If you've not heard about it, or you've heard about it and you don't know how to go about it, please keep watching this video. Now I'm going to share my screen with you, and then we'll start. All right, so it's on the official UK site, as you can see on my screen. So it's Global Talent Visa, which is available in the UK. All right, if you want to go and work in the UK, this is an opportunity for you. And let's look at who is eligible for this particular pathway. All right, you can apply for a Global Talent Visa to work in the UK if you are a leader or potential leader in one of the following fields. So academia or research, arts and culture, digital technology. So these three main areas. If you are a leader or a potential leader in these three fields, please go ahead and apply. This is your chance to move abroad, for work. All right, you must also be at least 18 years old. Can you see that? You must be 18 years old to be qualified for this opportunity. So before you apply for a visa, you can usually only apply for a Global Talent Visa if you have successfully applied for an endorsement to prove that you are a leader or potential leader. So please take note of this. You have to have already applied for an endorsement to prove that you are a leader, and that should be a successful endorsement. A successful application. All right. So you can apply for the visa without an endorsement if you've won an eligible award. So these are the two options now. Either you successfully apply for an endorsement to prove that you are a leader or potential leader, or if you have, if you don't have, this endorsement, but you already won an eligible award, you can always click here, this link, find out which awards are eligible, is clickable. Maybe you have different awards currently and I want to find out if it's eligible to be considered for this visa. Click here and check the award. But if you don't have any award and you consider yourself to be a leader or a potential leader, please apply for an endorsement to show that you are a leader or a potential leader. All right, find out what you can do with a Global Talent Visa and how to apply for an endorsement if you work in one of the following fields. So this is how you can check out how to apply for endorsement if you are a leader or a potential leader. All right, these are the 3 feet that we previously saw, up there. So if you are ready, please click on which one applies to you and check how you can apply for an endorsement. I hope that is clear. All right, so but if you are not eligible for a global talent visa, there are other ways to the UK. For example, we have the skilled work visa. All right, so after checking all of this, or you don't even see yourself as a leader or a potential leader, so if you and you checked all these fields as well as the awards, that are eligible, and you cannot find, something that applies to you there, all right, you can go for the skilled worker visa. All right, please take your time to read through all of this. Once you are ready, you think you are qualified, all right, and you are 18 years old for the global talent visa, if you know you are, eligible, after reading everything, come straight down to here. You see how to apply. If you are outside the UK, and you are coming to the UK, this is where you will click on to start your application. But if you are already inside the UK and you want to extend your current visa, you come here. If you are inside the UK and you want to switch, maybe from your student visa now, maybe you went to study and you want to switch, or you went for something else and you want to switch to the global talent visa, you come here. I hope you are getting it. So this is how it tells you how long it takes. All right, read through it, getting a decision. 3 weeks if you are outside the UK, 8 weeks if you are inside the UK. Can you see that? You may be able to pay to get a faster decision. Here, to this is a very good link to also explore. If you want a faster decision to be made, click here. All right, this is the fee. Right, this particular application, once you see that you are eligible and you are ready, this is how much it costs: £716 to apply. All right, if you are applying based on an endorsement, you will pay the 716 in 2 parts, which means you will pay 524 first when you are applying for the endorsement, and then later you will now pay the remaining 192 when you apply for the visa itself. I hope you are getting that. Please take your time to read everything on this page. This link will be in my description box. All right, you read it very well and only ask me questions that are not here. All right, so because I have people flooding my email with questions that already pointed out to you in all my videos, you still come again to ask me in my email. Please take your time to, that's why I'm sharing this with you and also leaving the link. I'm not one of those people that will just tell you, email me if you want to get information about this. I bring all these things free of charge to you. I make that research. I take out time to do those research for you. Instead of paying an agent, it's something you can do yourself. All right, that's my purpose. That's my main goal, to show people, because I also fell victim once and I made promise that I'm going to assist people, give them this information free of charge that they can do themselves from the comfort of their homes, and not pay anybody. When you don't pay anybody, then there's no issue with getting scammed or not, all those kind of stories. So that's why I bring all this information to you. So please do not keep it to yourself as well. Share with people that you know will benefit from it, and may God bless you as you do so. So once you consider yourself to be a leader or a potential leader, all right, apply for an endorsement. This is how much you will pay when you're applying for the endorsement, and then later when you want to submit your application for the visa itself, you pay the balance. So if you're applying based on an eligible award, you will pay the full when you apply for the visa, which means that once you check the eligible award and you see that your type of award is qualified to be granted this visa, this global talent visa, you will just pay full amount and apply for the visa. You don't need an endorsement. That's what it means. I hope you are understanding me. So also you have to pay for health surcharge. UK, you have to pay for health surcharge. You cannot escape that. So you also have to pay, and this is how much it costs per year. All right, so you can click here and check how much you have to pay before you apply. All right, also know that it's important to check all your qualifications first, because if you go and apply for endorsement and there's nothing to prove that you are a leader or a potential leader, you would have wasted this 520 something pounds. Just make sure that you are a leader or a potential leader. Let there be evidence, all right, before you go ahead for endorsement, so that you don't waste this 524 pounds. Okay, so that's all I want to show. I think I missed a particular okay. Okay, yeah, I wanted to show you this as well before we may move to the skilled worker, just in case you are not qualified for the global talent. So say you can live and work in the UK for up to 5 years. So this particular talent, pathway, this global talent can allow you stay in the UK for at least 5 years, and it's renewable. They say there's no limit to how long you can stay in the UK in total. Can you see that? But you will need to renew or extend your visa when it expires. So that's how nice this particular opportunity is. So not to waste time, let's go to the skilled worker, just in case you find yourself not to be qualified for this global talent visa. Please come here. Can you see my cursor? You just click on the skilled worker visa. So let's allow it to load. Yes, so we are now on the skilled worker visa page. Now you can read, these are clickable links. All right, your job, when you can be paid, and everything. Let's start from the overview. Let's just move down here. As a skilled worker visa allows you to come or to stay in the UK to do an eligible job with an approved employer. This visa has replaced the Tier 2 General Work Visa. It also allows you to work in UK waters. All right, eligibility. Now, this is where we are. Take note of this. To qualify for a skilled worker visa, you must work for a UK employer that's been approved by the Home Office. Can you hear that? Also, have a certificate of sponsorship, that's COS, from your employer with information about the role you've been offered in the UK. Then do a job that is on the list of eligible occupations. Be paid a minimum salary. How much depends on the type of work you do and the date you got your COS. All right, so it depends on your job. So to get this skilled work visa, you need a job in the UK. All right, from my previous video, I showed you how you can get jobs in the UK. I will still share with you. I can still go over it again, the sites that you can go to and how you can locate jobs that are visa sponsored in the UK. I will still go over it with you. So this is an opportunity again. So this is how to check for eligibility, to check that your job type or your career, meets the criteria, the eligibility criteria. So eligibility depends on your job. This link is clickable. Please click here and see your type of job to see if your type of job is eligible. All right, but note that you need to be employed in the UK. You need an employer, to sponsor your certificate and to give you a certificate of sponsorship, to give you an offer letter first, then a certificate of sponsorship, then be sure that the amount you are being paid is a minimum salary, because if it falls below, you are not qualified for this visa. They won't be able to sponsor your visa. All right, so you must have a confirmed job offer before you apply for your visa. This is just the requirement for this particular skilled worker visa. I hope that is clear. Also, you need a knowledge of English, which means you need to write an English language exam, IELTS. You have to write it. If you are looking for how to pass your IELTS exam, I gave you the tips and strategies on my channel already. I wrote it and I passed very well, not just in any band. I passed very well. So, and I gave you the strategies that I used. You can also use it. It's not as difficult as people are saying it is difficult. Once you have the right knowledge from the beginning, you will do well. Please go watch that video. Don't confuse yourself by watching different videos all around. Just stick to a particular one that work from my own personal experience that was also shared with you. You also have people on YouTube who share their own personal experiences too. You can also go to their YouTube channel, watch it. If it helped them, then it will help you. Don't just listen to different teachers or tutors online that have not even written IELTS themselves. They don't know how it works. Learn from people that have written it. That's just my own, candid advice. All right. So, like we said, have, high LTS. You can always click here to see prove your knowledge of English. Can you see my cursor? Click here to see the kind of English language requirements. Then if you are not eligible for a skilled work visa, you can be eligible for another type of visa here. All right. So if you see that I don't have a job, okay, I don't have, I'm not qualified for the global talent, you can still come here for another type of visa. So like we can still go there briefly, but these are the two main pathway that I came to share with you. We can go there, but let's just read briefly, here before we go there. So your visa can last up to 5 years, just like that other one, that global talent visa. All right. Then here too, you must apply online. Can you see the same thing as we saw, on the global talent visa? Then how long does it take? Up to 3 months, at least 3 to 5 months. Let me say that. All right. It takes about 3 to 5 months to process everything, and then you'll be on your way to the UK. So getting a decision, once you apply, getting a decision take 3 weeks if you're outside the UK, 8 weeks if you're inside the UK. All right. This is how much it costs. You and your partner or children will need, because for this particular visa, you can come with your family. So you pay the application fee, all right, once you are ready, then pay the extra surcharge for each year of your stay. If it's a 5 years visa, you pay for the 5 years. Then prove that you have enough personal savings. Here is how much this is where you can check how much money you need. All right, we'll go there briefly so that you can see how much, proof of funds and all. If you work in public sector healthcare, if you're a doctor, just read here. I don't want to waste more time. What you can and cannot do. With a skilled worker visa, you can work in an eligible job, you can study with it, you can bring your partner and children with you as your dependents. All right, you can take on additional work, you can have multiple jobs. That's what it means if you are on a skilled worker visa. You can also do voluntary work. You can travel abroad and return to the UK at any time. You see that? There's no restriction saying you must, at least don't move out of the UK. They apply to settle permanently in the UK. All right, you can be a permanent resident if you've lived up to 5 years and meet the other eligibility requirements. All right, so for this particular visa, you can now apply for most benefits, public funds. Click here to see the public funds you cannot apply for. Take note of that, because this can even send you out of UK if you collect any funds that you're not supposed to collect. Please be well. That's why I'm sharing this information. Don't let anybody come and dupe you, or anybody come and convince you otherwise. Read for yourself. Check the link in the description box and please read for yourself. It's very important. It's very, very important. All right. If the application is successful, you will get a full list of what you can and cannot do. Can you see? This is very straightforward. All right. So let's just go over to how much money you will need, and then we'll close this video. All right. So it says here that application fee, the standard fee for the visa, is between 719 to 1,639, depending on your circumstances. All right. So then you pay the extra surcharge, which is 1,035 per year. Then support yourself when you arrive in the UK. You will usually need to have at least 1,270 available, unless you are exempt. All right. You will pay a lower application fee if your job is on the immigration salary list. All right. You will be told how much you need to pay when you apply. So at the point of submitting your visa application, it will calculate how much you need to pay, and you will see it there. But now you have an idea of how much, the breakdown, how much you are looking at. All right. So take time to read through all of this. It gave you an example here, and you see, it said, assuming you are from Argentina and you want to move to you are applying to come to the UK for 2 years on a skilled work visa, okay, and your job is not on the immigration salary list, so your visa will cost this plus this. This is head surcharge, don't forget, for each year. 2 years, the person is coming for 2 years now. This is like times 2. All right, this means you will pay 2,789. Can you see? Times 2. Then you also need to prove you have 1,270 to support yourself in the UK if your employer cannot cover this cost. For some people, their employer will cover everything, their relocation, their living expenses and all. They don't need to provide this if your employer is covering it. But if not, then you have to provide this. Also, look at the different application fees from outside the UK. Can you see? Up to 3 years per person, which means if you are coming with your family, you already know how much you'll be paying now. For more than 3 years per person, this is how much you will be paying per person. All right, if you're applying from inside, this is how much. All right, then if your job is on the immigration salary list, this is what you and your family will pay a lower application fee. All right, it should not be up to this. If your job is on the immigration salary list, you can click here. This link is clickable. Check the jobs that are on the immigration salary list. All right, you might be lucky that your occupation is there, then your application fee will be reduced. Can you see that? So the fee for each person applying is 551 if you are staying up to, this is an additional fee. We are bringing your family. Can you see that? So these are the extra charge, money to support yourself. Please take time to read through all of this. Take time to read through all of this. Take time to read through all of this. And that's all I want to share with you today. I also said that I'm going to, we are going to check for if you are not eligible for this skilled worker visa. Where did we find out? Let me just, okay, this is it. So if you are not eligible for a skilled worker visa, I want to believe that my screen is still very up. Yes, it is. So if you are not, then you may be eligible for another type. So just click here. If you see that from the 2 that I've just given you, nothing, suits you, click here. Then check if you need the UK visa. You just start here. You may need the visa to come to the UK to visit, study, or work. So if you want to find out for any other visa that you can be eligible for, click on Start Now and answer all the questions that you will be asked. And then at the end, it will let you know which one you are eligible for. I hope that is clear. Yes, so that's all I came to share with you today. I hope this information is useful. Please do well to share with people. All right, people that are leaders, potential leaders, or even skilled workers. Maybe you already have a job offer or not yet, and one agent is already asking you to bring, different money when you can do it yourself. Please share this information. Let it go, viral. Let people know they can, access this information and do it themselves because they will have the right information and knowledge about how to go about it. All right, please ask me questions in the description box. In the comment section. If you cannot ask your questions there, you can, send me an email. All right, send me an email. I'll respond to your email. Okay, so that's all I came to share with you today. I hope you'll be making use of this opportunity. Like I said, I'll come also to give you, different sites that you can go and look for visa sponsored jobs to the UK. All right, we are looking to relocate through the skilled worker visa route. All right, so that's all I have for you today. I hope to see you in my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my video, and please share with people that will benefit from this. And I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Keep well and bye.